What's up, man? We up here at Sac, what is this, Rip? Sac State?
Yeah.
Sac State, y'all. Finna go do this interview real quick. My homie Rip. And, you know, just keeping me focused. You know how we do it. E-Moe TV. Stay tuned. What we gotta do? Push the button or something?
See you.
See you too, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, my bad about, I guess I should have thought you were one of your artists.
It's all good.
When did you release that album?
January 11th.
Okay, so we'll plug it obviously the date.
Right.
And then we can do a follow-up show next semester.
That's cool.
And then we can have her come in.
That's better.
Okay, so the album will be ready already in stores or wherever, and you know what I'm saying?
I see you better.
Okay, so cool. Yeah, I felt bad, but I gotta give it.
I understand business. You know what I mean? So it's all great.
So he's gonna finish up the show, and we'll go on in there. My boy E-Moe in the house.
What's up?
And after this, you know, from the 2 to 3, we got DJ Red Band. We got so many good DJs up here, man. Y'all should make sure you're tuning in. Also, write down this telephone number, 916-278-3666. A little later on in the hour, I'll take some calls. We try to encourage participation from our listeners out there. And every once in a while, we give away something cool. So, you know, you never know. It could pay off.
And the E.
Remember when name fat bang take skinny bang? Whenever you play skinny bang take fat bang. That's because it ain't no work being offered, man. Work be there like they ain't even thinking about us, man. I swear with a promo to my homie in the slang.
Alright, and just to make sure I was right, it was, you said jerking your hips was first.
Yeah.
Okay.
One for the life and two for the death. 3 times no chances left. Let me tell you a little about me.
Right here with my boy E-Moe. What up, man?
What it do? One love.
That's right, one love, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. So, you know, we're gonna lead off this interview right here. With the first thing that I think everybody want to know is, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? You know, where you came from, what you do, how you get down. Just, you know, lay it out there for us.
Well, man, I've been doing all kind of music related stuff since I was like 12 years old or something, you know. Right. I started off kind of like being a DJ and looking up to Run DMC and Jam Master Jay and all that, you know, and that was in the Bay Area where I kind of grew up at. And when I was like 15 or 16, I moved to Sacramento. And I've been here in Sacramento since, so.
Okay.
All I know is California, West Coast stuff. I grew up, you know, watching a lot of the West Coast artists come up, like E40.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, what you just played, like really close. My one of my family relatives has like 2 kids with Sugar T, so I was there from the beginning of what they did, and they were a big inspiration of why I'm sitting here to this day.
So right in the mix, just seeing, you know, West Coast rap develop your whole life.
From Lynch to Big Hollis to, you know, all kind of people that's right here that you look up to. I seen them firsthand. So. And you worked with
a bunch of these cats, right?
A lot of them
throughout your career. Like, you know what I'm saying, like you mentioned Brother Lynch Hung. You know, how was it like working with him?
That was a blessing, bro. I never, you know, expected to be on a label, on a shelf, put out, promoted, and done. You know, I was just a behind the scenes type of guy. I wanted to be behind the scenes with him and everybody. I never really expected to put out a record, but when he heard my music, he, you know, offered the chance to give me that shot, so I took it.
Okay.
And it was a blessing, man. I can never say nothing bad about whatever, you know, people say about people. I love him for what he did for me, so
for sure.
I just been trying to keep that going since then.
For sure. And in addition to working with Brother Lynch on here, you worked with some other well-known established artists as well, right?
Right.
Like lay them out there, like who else you worked with?
I mean, you know, a lot of people that I work with are through different situations. I haven't done actual songs with a lot of people, but I've worked and been close with Keek the Sneak and Yuck Mouth and, You know, the list goes on, but I never prepare names because I never trip off of that type of stuff.
Okay.
I just do it. You know what I mean? I like to work with people on a friendly basis, and we just do it out of love. You know, a lot of people hollow tip and all. You know, it's a lot of people I work with, man, that I really can't remember their names right now because I just work. You
That's
know what
right.
I mean?
You just get out there and do it. And so in your work so you rap,
Yeah, I rap,
you produce.
produce.
What else? What else? Because I know you got a resume of things that you get your hands into.
Yeah, and that's all to promote E-Moe. So I learned all of these things along the way working with these artists. Like some of these artists, I was doing their album covers, I was mixing down their music, I was promoting their music, I was designing their ads, designing their flyers. You know, so I'm a graphic designer, I'm a promoter, producer, studio engineer. I mixed down a lot of these albums, like the first Zigzag album, Hell on August, and COS's album. I mixed those from beginning to the end, so I'm a seasoned studio engineer, self-taught, never went to school for none of this stuff, but I do all of that stuff just to learn and, save money and help us all out.
That's right. And I also heard you into videos as well.
Yeah, that's something I picked up, over the last 3-4 years, but last year I really got serious in it, and I did over 20 to 30 videos just in 1 year. Just
that's work.
Yeah, I said I'm going to do it, so I just did it.
That's right. Well, ain't nothing like getting your hands in it and doing it to really wrap your mind around it. You know what I'm saying?
That's my whole thing is to learn. I want to be a Russell Simmons or a company in the end, so I want to have that hands-on experience. So I know if I hire a video director or a graphic designer that he's doing what I need done because I know what's supposed to be done.
Exactly. They ain't going to come in and like when they're fixing your car, they're like, oh, you need a Johnson rod. You're like,
right.
A Johnson rod?
Right.
I don't know what that is.
Right.
You're like, I know you can edit that. I done did it myself.
Right.
Get in there and do it
right.
right.
Do it right. Exactly.
For sure. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with being self-contained and, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing. And self-containment, speaking of that, being that you got all these things under your belt, but you also have developed a business called Pay Style Music.
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
And so, and I know you worked with a lot of artists. You've actually released some material already.
Yes, sir.
And you've been working on some stuff. One of the artists is Spittles,
yes,
which
sir.
we're going to listen to a couple of her tracks in a second. But tell us about your company, you know what I'm saying, what releases you put out, a little bit more about your company. What's up with Pay Style Music?
Pay Style Music is one of my companies, and that's the company I established from the beginning. It came about because I had to create my own company. When I first started, I had a company called Sick Bay, and it was me, Six, Brother Lynch, and Big Hollis.
Oh, okay.
And we were one production company and one, team. But I had Sick Bay Records and production because I was from the Bay. And, we said sick, that's sick, that's tight, out there in the Bay.
Right.
So when I came to Sac and they was doing a sick thing and had the sickness going, I was like, yeah, we can click up. Let's do this Sick Bay, like from Star Trek. I always heard that word and, like that phrase. So I started that company with them back then. But we were young, we was all trying to figure out our directions and where we was going to go. So eventually everybody started their own little companies and stuff. So I had to come up with my own company.
Right.
So, I always liked that line that E40 said in his, E40 is a big inspiration, like I said, that it's Pay Style on mine because I love money, man. He was like, I don't rap for freestyle. I'm not a freestyler.
Mm-hmm.
I never been a freestyle rapper or whatever. I rap and I perform for entertainment. And when I do it, I don't rap for free. I'm really trying to rap to get some money in my family. So I started Pay Style Music for that reason. So that is a production company and a record label. Over the years since about 2004, I started putting out other artists.
Okay.
And the first project I did was with my homie Jay Killer, and we did the E&J project. It was the Paper Chase.
Okay.
That was a slash with Crooked Face, his label and mine. Then after that, I put out C-Dub. It was we called it 88 Boss Game, and we put out that. Then I put out Mouthpiece, and we did a project with May G, and a bunch of projects that I could do that was different. I could have messed with Keek the Sneak and all these other people and all that too, but I feel like I know these people be buying records from them dudes and they come through and record the record, and it's not a real relationship. They just run through the record because they got paid to do it and they leave. So my lane is to bring something new to the game at all the time. my style and everything I do is that way. So any artist I deal with has to be that way.
Okay.
I won't go sign a killer rapper or a gangster if he don't relate to me.
Right.
So these people that I ran into over these years are people that I was able to relate to, and we could get through a whole project. And I felt what they were speaking. It was like what they was rapping, I could have said it too.
Okay.
So it was like another extension of me. So over the years, I just did those things to keep my name out there.
Murder that beat won't stop. I'ma make you do what you not. Show you how it's done when I rock. I'ma tear it up in the spot. Murder that beat won't stop. I'ma make you do what you not. Show you how it's done when I rock. I'ma tear it up in the spot. I'm real fed up with your rap star gimmick. You are just a copycat, a temporary timid. Back in the flesh with rhymes for your chest. Wear bulletproof vest, that'll be your best bet. More hard than before, I'm just stating the facts. MIA for a while, now I'm back with a slap. Somebody call a pro-pro, cause I'm murdering this. At a first degree status, I'm controlling this here. You in over your head, don't you ever forget. Your rap names get put out like a cigarette.